Hey everyone, welcome. Today I have all of my manicures for the month of April to share with you, and I'm super excited to share this month's manis. There's been a lot of really fun ones. Let's just jump right into them. The first one is Bee's Knees Lacquers Love Hurts. This was an HHC exclusive, and it is a really beautiful and glowy purple type of sheer polish. This one did build up pretty well, and that shimmer is just so lovely. I'm so in love with the Aurora shimmer, and this one turned out really well. So I definitely really like all of the Doomacorn siblings, this being one of them. Doomacorn was a PPU polish by BKL, and I really like all the siblings to this, so I've been getting them all. The next one is one that I have already worn this year, but loved it so much. This one is Glisten Glows Piglet and Pooh Friends Forever. This was from like the Best Friends or Dynamic Duos PPU, and this one is a pink Crelly. It has some hollow magenta type glitters as well as some other really bright, vibrant neon pink hex. I really love the way this one looks, and I really just keep reaching for it. So I'm gonna have to be on the lookout for another one because I could definitely go for a backup of this one. The next one was a total head turner. This one actually got quite a bit of attention. This one is Fair Isle by Lindy, and it also has that same Aurora shimmer juicy goodness in there. And this one is a really juicy berry color, and it built up pretty quickly. Really enjoyed this one. This one is actually still available on her site. If you would like to grab this, definitely do it while you can. Her collections are retired pretty frequently, but this one's a real winner. I actually have a referral link to the rewards program for Lindy. I'll link that down below, as well as her site. Really great polishes. I love her stuff. The next one is a All Mixed Up Lacquers. This one was from Smidgen of Us in February. This was the books box, and this one is called Pain in My Bum. It is a really beautiful Crelly with all kinds of pretty colorful glitters in there. I actually wore this one for Easter. The next one is another Hella Handmade Creations polish. This one was from February. This is an Alchemy Lacquers called the Lucky One. It is a beautiful sagey green with all kinds of really juicy Aurora shimmer in there. Really enjoyed this one. I love these kinds of colors, and this is another one that I definitely want to wear again soon. The glow factor on this one drove me wild. I really enjoyed it. So this is a really pretty one. I really like Alchemy too. I don't have many by them, but this was such a stunner. The next one is also a Bee's Knees lacquer. This one is from Polish Pickup in February. This one is called Better Than No Heart at All. It is a super sheer lilac, slightly orchid leaning type of shimmery sheer polish. The type of sheer polishes that build up really well with the shimmer to get the most shimmer effect. And I actually wore this as a topper. I wore this over Julep's Lulu, which is a super pale, almost white kind of lilac purple, and I put this over it and it looked really good. I liked this one quite a bit as well. This next one was a total shocker. I thought it would be like an icy blue type of mani. I used the Hershey's Warming Hearts polish, which is like a gray color, but it has a tinge of blue in there. And then I topped it with Hershey's Chocolate is Vital, which is like a really bright blue, kind of glass flecky type of topper. It is buildable, but I like using it as a topper. It gives a nice glassy, like crushed shard effect, pretty icy, really interesting. But I put this over the other one, and this plus this ended up actually being a really like gunmetal, charcoal, metallic looking polish or combo. So that was super interesting and really unexpected, but I didn't hate it. This next one I've been talking about a little bit lately on the channel because I have found a few brands trying to dupe this polish. This is a super pretty one. This one is called Aesthetic Trash. This one is by Lindy Designs. Really pretty pink flaky bomb type of prelly, really nicely builds up, and I really love the aesthetic that it gives. Ironically enough with the name, but I have really enjoyed this one, and it gives like a punk rock feel, but in like the most feminine way. I just really love it. The next manicure was accomplished with two polishes, both being Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear polishes. That's a mouthful. It is both of these polishes. We have Gypsy Jade and Shimmy Shimmy. Gypsy Jade is starting to get quite the fill line. Really nice, especially together. Now, this next one, I don't have any really great footage for you, unfortunately. All of the footage was lost for this one, and I have no idea how. But the polish is Ethereal's Coffee Cloud. It is such a beautiful polish. You can see that shimmer in there, but it is a purple with a grayish brown type of tinge to it. Absolutely in love with this polish. So sad that the footage is missing for this one. Sorry, guys. The next manicure was so hard to capture on a video because the blue ethereal flakies just would not give that glow. It mostly was captured if I really turned down the lighting, but the polish I used was Hot Chicken by Believe Beauty. This one is kind of a cult favorite. It's really drawing red apple on camera right now in the bright lighting, but this has like an orangey tone to it. It's a really hot toned red. And then I put over top the paparazzi purple glitter, the iridescent bluish purple type of flaky. This one is a CVS exclusive, the paparazzi brand, but they're a really great price. And this one is just as good as an indie topper. I love this topper. I had been wanting to pair these two together because they're so contrasting that when I swatched this originally, it sold me on the fact that I needed to wear it as a mani. The blue flakies looked like they were hovering over the red because of how much of a glow they had and due to the extreme contrast, and it was just giving. So I did decide to wear it and I really loved it. The next one I had been waiting to try for quite some time, but once we got a little bit of a fall summer or really warm weather at a really weird time, we had about a week of high 70s, low 80s, which, where did that come from? We were in April and that was a thing. So I was feeling like putting some hot weather type colors on my toes since I was wearing flip-flops and love to see them. But I wore this as a mani-pedi duo and I had it on my toes for a couple weeks. This one was the Atomic Polish Sailor Saturn. This one was from October's Polish Pickup, and this is like a bright, bright purple. If there was such thing as a neon purple, this would be it. I was buying all the polishes with this hue at that time and ended up getting quite a few of them. This one has some really nice flakies in there and a blue shimmer, so it's really fun and it's got some glowing effects in it that really made it different. So I definitely did really love this one. The next one was my Pottery manicure. This one comes from the classic blue and white Pottery. I'm in love with it, and it actually has a really rich history coming out of many civilizations. So I really like it, and I've done one other manicure like this, but it was inverted, where the main color was the blue, and then I did white on top. This time I did the white and then did the blue on top, more traditional, and I put a little bit of super micro scattered hollow on top of it, which you couldn't see too much. I mean, the blue polish does have a little bit of hollow itself. Let me just show you. We've got this Eliza by Julep, which is a hollow dark blue cobalt navy type color. You can see that the hollow pigment is really strong in this one. And then I used Lottie by Julep as the white because this is more of a stark white. And then I went in with Sassy and Chic's polish number 941. This one doesn't seem to have a name on it, but it is a really pretty micro scattered hollow, and it worked out really well. The next one is a thermal polish that I so enjoyed. Part of the thermal goes into a beigey nude color, and the other is dark charcoaly, not quite black, but so good. Filled with fiery flakies. It was so nice, and I had so much fun wearing this polish. It really makes me want to wear more of my thermals. This one is a Lindy, and it's called Rapa Nui. This one was a PVE polish from last year, and I didn't get it at PVE, but I got it on her site as an overpour, and I was so glad I did, because somehow I missed this one. I don't think that I ended up going to all the tables last year. Hopefully I will be able to do that this year. Those lines, though. This next one, I got to use my favorite pink polish with my new favorite pink topper. Such a beautiful combo. I was so in love with this and just want to wear it all the time. I just have too many polishes and not enough fingers. This one was a combo of Olive and June's GH, which is a super light pink. The camera is drowning it out, but it is a beautiful pale pink. And then I put on Phoenix's Loyal to Artemis over the top, and this is a super iridescent, beautiful flaky with shifts into blue and purple from like that aqua color. And this one does build up on its own, but I'm gonna try to preserve it because this one was from a Hella Handmade Creations, and it's just too good. The next one was a Great Lakes lacquer, and this one is called Freeze All Motor Functions. It is a beautiful crelly with all kinds of juicy shimmer. It goes from a blue to pink to purple, and then on extreme angles you get like a gold and green. There is like some ultra chrome flakies in here as well. It is such a beautiful polish, and I really enjoyed wearing this one. This was one of my longest worn manis. I just couldn't stop staring at it, and the shift is so glorious. You get so many different colors in every lighting. It's different, so definitely a beautiful chameleon polish. And that brings me to our last one. The last one of the month, I went to that Reptile Expo, and I did a special manicure for the event, and it was a really pretty blue tone. This one is called Denver by Julep. It's like a robin's egg blue, and I went over top of this one with Roxy, which has some really bright turquoise type glitters, as well as some lime green and some gold pixie dust or super fine glitters. This one paired really well over this, and I will probably wear it together again. These are actually both in my current project polish, and I really loved the way they looked together. I did go in with an accent nail. It was green with just some simple black stamping over it, and this is Limestone by Sally Hansen. This is the Hard as Nails line. bright lime green, really beautiful. And then I just went in with a simple little froggy stamp, and it was really cute. I liked it a lot. So yeah, that was all of my manicures for April, and I had so many of them again. But being in the pool so much lately, I should kind of expect it, right? I don't really mind it. I mean, I have enough polishes that I could polish them every day if I really had to. But at this rate, I'm getting like 2 days out of my manicure or every other day. Some of them lasted 3, some of them only lasted 1 though. So, give and take. I don't mind changing them. I like the change, and it brings a little joy into my life to get some pops of color. But if you have enjoyed this video, as always, let me know. Give it a like, thumbs up down below. That also helps other nail lovers find this content. And if you would like more content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you back. I've enjoyed having you here today and hope to see you in the next one. But until next time, friends, thanks for hanging with me.